the lady could sing. If you ever met Eve, you'll know that she is a real deal. The way she behaves in her songs is the way she looks when she's chilling in the hotel lobby and all that. So we had one on a chat with her. Very interesting lady. Super duper fly, if you know what I mean. She's super duper fly. And now, let me just take you quickly back to Tanzania, and reports coming out of Tanzania, and I said some of them are very disheartening. And now there's one that 7 footballers are among the 100 skills in Dar es Salaam, Mbeya, Mwanza, after Tanzania poll. 7 footballers. This virus scouting management has posted on their social media saying that and condemning the tragic killings of our young talents. Virus scout management is heartbroken to announce the devastating loss of 7 promising footballers under their management. And the names are as follows. They say Rajab, a 17-year-old, Anthony Rico. Anthony Rico is 18-year-old, Abdul Hakim Ali, 16-year-old, Peter Elia, 19-year-old, Mshani Musa, 17-year-old, Omar Musa, 15-year-old, and Hosea John, 22-year-old. These are vibrant players who were gunned down in a senseless act of violence at their homes in Dar es Salaam, Mbeya, and Mwanza. Listen, guys. You don't need to even kill footballers, but this thing in Tanzania needs condemnation across the world, because you kill young footballers who are just chilling in their homes. Among the hundreds who are killed are 7 footballers. My heart goes to those families who thought that their boys would be raising them up from all those problems. Away from Tanzania, a very interesting story, and of course, is that Mike Sonko movie, they called him Sonkore, today decided to pay 110 women who have been stranded in Mama Lucy Hospital because of maternity bills. In this country, it is sad that women go to give birth and they still get detained in hospitals because they cannot afford to pay the maternity fee. Which country, which governments still do this? Because if these women had a choice, for sure they would have gone home with their newborns. But you just keep them in hospital because they cannot raise the amount of money to go home. I think it's sad, and I think if SHA was working, and we hope it does, and if it's been working for you, well and good. But if SHA was working, I think these are the incidences we should not be seeing as a country, because you should not be detaining women who've given birth because they can't raise to pay labor fees. It's just immoral. It's just bullshit. And it's high time that we looked into this thing and say, surely, for how long will we be mistreating our women? For how long will we be mistreating our mothers with their newborns in hospital because of not being able to pay bills? And kudos to Mike Mbuvi Sonko for that kind gesture of trying to help those women go home with their newborns. It's always good to see that some people think about others, yet there are many people who have a lot of money and think nothing about others. And then this brings me to, I was telling you guys a story about Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Bruce Odhiambo. Let me tell you, one day I went to see Bruce Odhiambo in his house in Kileleshwa. So when I went, he was on the first floor. My good friend Onini and of course the P unit crew was there. So usually Bruce would, the house would be, there were not so many things would be going on around the compound. But that day when I walked in, there were security guys all over the place, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? When I walk in the house, guess who do I meet? It's chilling with his Uji. with a glass of his uji is none other but the fourth President Uhuru Kenyatta, with his baritone telling me, "Hey, niaje." And he was having one. And we had a chat there, and Bruce Odhiambo was a very close friend of this guy. So that's why I tell you, if you're going to take your kid to school from Eastlands, peleka watoto wako where they'll meet so that they can have a social group or network which will help them in future. Bruce Odhiambo's life was a social networking class for many of us. Of course, it's been a wonderful afternoon. We're just chilling and checking what's happening across the globe and also in Tanzania. We've talked about in Kenya, Mike Sonko doing what he does best, helping Kenyans. And of course, we are playing some of the most iconic music today. DJ Cham has decided today we are going back to the roots, to the 90s, to 2000. It's a mix of hip-hop, a mix of R&B. But what is that we are going to give you the best that you've not heard before.